Let me paint a picture. You're paying for Zoom for video calls, Dropbox for file storage, Slack for team messaging, Notion for documents, Calendly for booking, DocuSign for signatures, and maybe a few others you've half forgotten about. Add those up. Actually spend time adding them up. For a lot of small business owners, that's anywhere from $100 to $500 a month in subscriptions for tools that, in most cases, Google Workspace already does. Google Workspace starts from about $10 per month per user, and most small business owners are only scratching the surface of what it actually does. Today, we're going through the full picture, what's actually inside Google Workspace, and how you can use it to replace a surprising number of tools you're probably already paying for separately. What is Google Workspace actually? Google Workspace is Google's suite of business tools. Now, you've probably heard of Gmail and Google Drive, but the full suite includes a lot more than that. One subscription, one login, one place, everything lives. That's the pitch. And for most small businesses, it really delivers. Now, attached to this video is a PDF that has a full list of every tool you'll find within Google Workspace. The tools you might be paying for separately: Zoom, Google Meet. Google Meet handles video calls up to 100 participants on the business starter plan. You can record calls, share screens, use breakout rooms, and generate captions. For most small businesses, it does everything Zoom does. If you're paying $20 a month for Zoom and you already have Workspace, you may not need it. Google Meet also has great new AI functions that take notes for you whilst you're talking, which is very handy. Dropbox, Google Drive. Google Drive gives you 30 gigabytes of pooled storage per user on the base plan, and more for higher tiers. Files are accessible from any device, shareable with a link, and integrated directly into Docs, Sheets, and Slides. If you're paying for Dropbox Business separately, it's worth checking whether Drive covers your needs. Slack, Google Chat. Google Chat is Workspace's team messaging tool. It has channels, direct messages, and integrates with all other Workspace tools. Now, it's not quite as polished as Slack, but for a small team, it does the job and it costs nothing extra. Microsoft Word, Google Docs. Google Docs works as a collaborative document tool, meaning multiple people can edit it in real time, leave comments, suggestions, or changes. The great thing about that as well is that it's online, so the documents are automatically saving. DocuSign, Google Docs. This one surprises people. Google Workspace now includes e-signature functionality in Google Docs. You can request legally binding signatures directly from a document with no DocuSign subscription required. Typeform, Google Forms. Google Forms is underrated. You can build intake forms, client questionnaires, feedback, survey, event registrations, all for free, all feeding directly into a Google Sheet. No monthly fee and no response limits on the basic version. Calendly, Google Calendar appointment scheduling. Workspace includes a built-in appointment booking page, essentially a free version of Calendly. You share your available hours, share a link, and clients book themselves in. It should sync directly with your calendar. The features most people miss. Beyond the tool replacements, there are some Workspace features that are just massively underused. Gmail templates. If you find yourself typing the same emails over and over again, quotes, follow-ups, booking confirmation, Gmail has a built-in templates feature. To enable it, head to Settings, under Advanced, then save your most common emails as templates. One click to insert, personalize, send. Google Workspace Admin Console. If you have even one other person in your business, the Admin Console lets you manage everything from one place. Things like who has access to what, security settings, adding or removing users, and setting up new email addresses. It looks intimidating, but the basics are straightforward. When Google Workspace isn't enough. To be fair, there are times when you genuinely do need a separate tool. If you're doing heavy project management, tools like Asana or Monday.com has more structure than Workspace offers. If you need an advanced CRM, Google Sheets does have its limits. And if your team is deeply embedded in Slack's culture and workflows, switching to chat is a real transition. But for many small businesses, especially those just starting out, Workspace covers 80% of what you need. Start there. Add specific tools only when you hit a genuine limit, not just because someone recommended it. Before you add another subscription to your stack, open up your Google Workspace account and spend 20 minutes exploring what's actually in there. there's a good chance it already does what you're about to pay for. For a small business, that kind of simplicity is worth more than people realise. One login, one subscription, everything talking to each other.